The next phrase is go red. Go red means to become embarrassed or angry, often showing it on your face. He went red when everyone started laughing at his joke. This means his face turned red because he was embarrassed. She went red when I complimented her in front of the class. This means she became embarrassed and her face turned red. He always goes red when he has to speak in public. This means he gets nervous or embarrassed, causing his face to turn red. The next phrase is go through something. Go through something means to examine, review, or experience something in detail or carefully. She went through the files to find the necessary information. This means she carefully examined the files to look for specific details. He had to go through a difficult process to get his visa. This means he experienced a challenging process while applying for his visa. We need to go through all the paperwork before submitting it. This means we need to review all the documents carefully before turning them in. The next phrase is good for you. Good for you is an expression used to show approval or congratulations for someone's success or achievement. You got the promotion? Good for you. This means I am congratulating you on your success in getting the promotion. You finished the marathon? Good for you. This means I'm congratulating you for completing the marathon. You've been working hard at the gym? Good for you. This means I'm acknowledging your effort and congratulating you. The next word is Google. Google is a popular search engine on the internet used to find information and websites. I used Google to look up the meaning of this word. This means I used the search engine called Google to find the word's meaning. He Googled the best places to visit in Paris. This means he searched on Google to find travel recommendations for Paris. If you don't know the answer, just Google it. This means if you don't know something, you can use Google to search for it. The next word is gossip. Gossip refers to talking about other people's personal lives or rumors, often without their knowledge or consent. She likes to gossip about her coworkers during lunch. This means she talks about other people's personal matters at work. Don't spread gossip about others. It can hurt their reputation. This means do not talk about other people's private matters, as it could damage their reputation. He was upset after hearing the gossip about him. This means he was upset because of the rumors or personal stories being spread about him. The next word is govern. Govern means to control, lead, or manage a country, organization, or group. The president governs the country and makes important decisions. This means the president leads and makes decisions for the country. The king governed the kingdom with wisdom and fairness. This means the king managed and controlled the kingdom carefully. How a country is governed affects its people's lives. This means the way a country is controlled or led influences how its citizens live. The next word is gradual. Gradual means happening slowly over time, not suddenly. The company made gradual improvements to its products. This means the company improved its products slowly over a period of time. Her health has shown gradual improvement since she started treatment. This means her health is slowly getting better over time. There was a gradual change in the weather as the storm approached. This means the weather changed slowly as the storm came closer. The next word is gradually. Gradually means something that happens slowly over time, step by step. The weather gradually became warmer as the spring arrived. This means the temperature slowly increased over time as spring started. He gradually got better after his surgery. This means he slowly recovered after the operation. The student's English skills improved gradually throughout the year. This means the student's English got better little by little over the year. The next word is graduate. Graduate means to complete a course of study and receive a degree or diploma. She will graduate from college next month. This means she will finish her studies and receive her degree next month. He graduated from high school last year. This means he completed his high school education last year. After she graduates, she plans to travel abroad. This means after completing her studies, she intends to travel to other countries. The next word is graph. A graph is a visual representation of data, showing information through lines, bars, or other symbols. The teacher showed a graph of the company's sales growth over the year. This means the teacher used a chart to illustrate how the company's sales increased. The graph clearly shows the changes in temperature over the past week. This means the chart makes it easy to see how the temperature has changed. You should use a graph to make your presentation more visual. This means using a chart in your presentation will help the audience understand the information better. The next word is grave. Grave means serious or important, often used to describe a situation or problem. The doctor told him that his condition was grave. This means the doctor said his health situation was very serious. The matter was so grave that the police were involved. This means the issue was so serious that the police had to get involved. They were in grave danger during the storm. This means they were in a very serious and risky situation because of the storm. The next phrase is great big. Great big means very large or huge. They live in a great big house by the lake. This means their house is very large. He has a great big dog that weighs over 100 pounds. This means his dog is very large and heavy. She gave him a great big hug after he returned home. This means she gave him a very big and warm hug. The next phrase is great long. Great long means very long in length or duration. They took a great long walk through the park. This means they walked for a very long time in the park. The meeting lasted for a great long time, over 3 hours. This means the meeting was very long and went on for more than 3 hours. She had a great long nap after the busy day. This means she slept for a very long time after a tiring day. The next word is greatly. Greatly means to a large extent or very much. I greatly appreciate your help with the project. This means I really value and thank you for helping with the project. He was greatly disappointed when he didn't win the competition. This means he felt very disappointed. The news greatly affected the community. This means the news had a big impact on the community. The next word is greatness. Greatness means the quality of being very good, important, or successful. Her greatness as a leader was recognized by everyone. This means she was admired for being an outstanding leader. He achieved greatness in the world of science. This means he became very successful and important in the field of science. The team's greatness was shown through their victories. This means the team's success and importance were demonstrated by the number of wins they had. The next word is greedy. Greedy means wanting more than what is necessary or fair, especially when it comes to money or food. He is so greedy that he always takes more than his share of food. This means he wants and takes more food than he needs. Her greedy behavior at the store made others upset. This means her desire to take more than what she needed made people angry. He is greedy for power and control over others. This means he desires to have more power than what is fair or necessary. The next word is grief. Grief is a deep feeling of sadness, especially after the loss of someone or something. She felt a lot of grief after losing her pet. This means she was deeply sad after her pet passed away. His grief was overwhelming after the death of his father. This means he felt a very strong and difficult sadness after his father died. They are still in grief over the tragic accident. This means they are still feeling deep sadness because of the tragic event. The next word is grip. Grip means to hold something tightly or firmly. He had a strong grip on the steering wheel while driving. This means he held the steering wheel tightly while he was driving. She couldn't grip the wet rope, so she fell. This means she couldn't hold onto the rope because it was slippery. His grip on the suitcase was firm, and he didn't let go. This means he held onto the suitcase very tightly and didn't release it. The next phrase is grow tired. Grow tired means to become exhausted or lose energy over time. He grew tired after running for an hour. This means he became exhausted after running for a long time. I'm starting to grow tired from all the work I've been doing. This means I'm becoming exhausted because of the continuous work. She grew tired of waiting and decided to leave. This means she became frustrated or exhausted from waiting and chose to leave. The next phrase is grow old. Grow old means to become older with the passage of time. They grew old together and spent many years as a couple. This means they got older as time passed and spent their lives together. We all grow old eventually, no matter what we do. This means everyone becomes older as time goes on. He doesn't want to grow old and prefers to stay young forever. This means he doesn't want to age and wants to remain young. The next phrase is grow calm. Grow calm means to become more peaceful or relaxed over time. She grew calm after taking a few deep breaths. This means she became relaxed and peaceful after breathing deeply. The situation grew calm after the argument ended. This means the situation became more peaceful and less tense after the argument was over. He grew calm when he realized everything was okay. This means he became relaxed and stopped being anxious when he understood that everything was fine. The next word is growing. Growing means becoming larger, stronger, or more developed over time. The growing population in the city is causing more traffic. This means the number of people in the city is increasing, which leads to more traffic. She noticed her plants were growing faster after she added fertilizer. This means the plants became larger and healthier after the fertilizer was applied. The economy is growing steadily, showing signs of improvement. This means the economy is becoming stronger and better over time. The next word is grown up. Grown up means someone who is fully mature, an adult. He is a grown up now, and he has his own job and house. This means he is now an adult with responsibilities like a job and a home. The children were acting like grown-ups during the meeting. This means the children were behaving in a mature or serious way. She doesn't like to be treated like a grown-up when she's with her family. This means she doesn't want to be treated as an adult when she is around her family. The next word is growth. Growth means the process of becoming larger, stronger, or more developed. The company's growth has been remarkable in the past few years. This means the company has become much bigger and more successful recently. She was impressed by the growth of her children in just a few months. This means she noticed how much her children had developed in a short time. The city's rapid growth has led to more buildings and businesses. This means the city has expanded quickly, resulting in more buildings and businesses. The next word is guarantee. Guarantee means a promise that something will happen or be done. The company guarantees that the product will work for at least 1 year. This means the company promises that the product will function properly for a year. They guarantee satisfaction or your money back. This means they promise you will be happy with the product, or they will give you your money back. She gave me a guarantee that the delivery would be on time. This means she promised that the delivery would arrive on time. The next word is guidance. Guidance means advice or help in making decisions or solving problems. He sought guidance from his mentor before making a big decision. This means he asked for advice from his mentor to help him make a choice. The teacher's guidance helped the students improve their grades. This means the teacher's advice and support helped the students do better in school. She gave me guidance on how to start my own business. This means she provided advice and instructions on starting a business. The next word is guilt. Guilt means the feeling of responsibility or remorse for doing something wrong. He felt a lot of guilt after lying to his friend. This means he felt bad and responsible for lying to his friend. Her guilt was clear when she apologized for her mistake. This means she felt deeply sorry and responsible for the error she made. He couldn't hide his guilt after breaking the vase. This means he couldn't conceal how bad he felt for breaking the vase. The next word is gum. Gum is a chewy substance, often sweet, that you chew but don't swallow. She offered me a piece of gum to help freshen my breath. This means she gave me chewing gum to make my breath smell better. He chewed gum loudly during the meeting, which annoyed others. This means he made a lot of noise while chewing gum, which bothered people. The children were blowing bubbles with their gum. This means the children were making large bubbles while chewing gum. The next word is guts. Guts means courage or bravery, especially to do something difficult or dangerous. She showed guts by speaking in front of a large audience. This means she was brave and confident when speaking to many people. It takes guts to start your own business and risk everything. This means starting a business requires a lot of courage and willingness to face challenges. He admired her guts for standing up to the bully. This means he respected her courage for confronting someone who was causing trouble. The next word is gymnastic. Gymnastic means related to gymnastics, a sport involving exercises and physical strength. She performed a gymnastic routine on the balance beam. This means she did a series of gymnastic exercises on the beam in the sport. He has gymnastic abilities that help him in many sports. This means he has physical strength and flexibility that are useful in various sports. The gymnastic competition was exciting to watch. This means the event involving exercises or routines was very interesting and thrilling to see. The next word is hammer. Hammer is a tool used for hitting things, usually with a heavy head on a long handle. He used a hammer to fix the loose nail in the wall. This means he used the tool to drive the nail into the wall. She hammered the metal until it was flat and smooth. This means she used the hammer to shape the metal by hitting it repeatedly. The carpenter always carries a hammer for his work. This means the carpenter always has this tool with him when working. The next phrase is hand in hand. Hand in hand means two things that are closely related or work well together. Education and technology go hand in modern schools. This means education and technology are closely connected and work together in schools. The two companies worked hand in hand to develop a new product. This means the two companies collaborated closely to create a new product. Trust and respect go hand in any successful relationship. This means trust and respect are both needed to make a relationship work well. The next phrase is hand over. Hand over means to give something to someone, usually with your hands. He had to hand over the keys to the new owner. This means he gave the keys to the person who bought the property. She handed over the document to the manager for approval. This means she gave the document to the manager to check and approve it. The police asked him to hand over his identification. This means the police requested that he give them his ID. The next word is handout. Handout means something given for free, often as part of a program or event. They gave out handouts at the meeting to explain the new rules. This means they provided free materials to the attendees to help them understand the rules. The teacher handed out worksheets for the students to complete. This means the teacher gave each student a worksheet to work on. Charities often give out handouts to help those in need. This means charities give free items, like food or money, to help people who are struggling. The next word is hard drive. Hard drive is a device used to store data on a computer. She saved all her important documents on the hard drive. This means she stored her files on the computer's storage device. The computer crashed because the hard drive was damaged. This means the computer stopped working because the device used to store data broke. You should back up your files to an external hard drive to keep them safe. This means you should save your files to another storage device to protect them. The next word is hardworking. Hardworking means putting in a lot of effort and working diligently. She is a hardworking student who always finishes her assignments on time. This means she works diligently and completes her tasks punctually. His hardworking nature helped him succeed in his career. This means his dedication and effort at work contributed to his success. They admired her for being such a hardworking employee. This means they respected her because she always put in a lot of effort at her job. The next word is harm. Harm means physical injury or damage, or the negative effect something has. The chemicals could harm the environment if not disposed of properly. This means the chemicals could cause damage to nature if they are not thrown away correctly. Smoking can harm your health over time. This means smoking can cause damage to your health in the long term. He didn't want to harm anyone with his actions. This means he didn't want to cause injury or problems for anyone with what he did. The next word is harmful. Harmful means causing damage, injury, or negative effects. Eating too much junk food is harmful to your health. This means eating unhealthy food can hurt your body. The harmful effects of pollution are felt all over the world. This means the negative impacts of pollution are experienced globally. The teacher warned the students about the harmful consequences of cheating. This means the teacher told the students that cheating could have bad results. The next word is harmless. Harmless means not causing any damage, injury, or danger. The snake was harmless and didn't pose any threat. This means the snake was not dangerous or harmful. The harmless joke made everyone laugh without feeling offended. This means the joke was lighthearted and didn't upset anyone. It's a harmless game that children can play safely. This means the game is safe and cannot cause any harm. The next word is harmony. Harmony means a situation where things work well together or are peaceful. The team worked in harmony to complete the project on time. This means the team cooperated well and worked together to finish the task. The music played in perfect harmony, creating a calm atmosphere. This means the sounds of the music blended well together, making it peaceful. They lived in harmony with their neighbors, always helping each other. This means they had a peaceful relationship with their neighbors and supported one another. The next word is harvest. Harvest means to gather crops or resources from the land. Farmers begin the harvest season when the crops are ripe. This means farmers start picking the crops when they are fully grown. They celebrated the harvest by having a big feast. This means they had a special meal to celebrate gathering the crops. The harvest of apples this year is expected to be abundant. This means a large amount of apples is expected to be collected this year. The next word is haunt. Haunt means to appear repeatedly in someone's mind or to visit frequently. The memory of her childhood home continues to haunt her. This means she often thinks about her childhood home, even though it's in the past. The old house is said to be haunted by ghosts. This means people believe that ghosts appear in the old house. The song from the movie haunted my thoughts for days. This means the song stayed in his mind for a long time after hearing it. The next phrase is have a word with somebody. Have a word with somebody means to have a short conversation with someone, usually about something important. I need to have a word with you about your recent behavior. This means I need to talk to you briefly about your actions. She asked to have a word with the manager before the meeting started. This means she wanted to speak with the manager for a short conversation before the meeting. Can I have a word with you about your work performance? This means I want to talk to you about how well you're doing your job. The next phrase is have a word with somebody. This phrase has the same meaning as have a word with somebody and is used in the same way. He will have a word with the coach after the game. This means he will talk briefly with the coach following the game. She had a word with her friend about the surprise party. This means she spoke with her friend briefly about the party. I'll have a word with her about helping us with the project. This means I'll have a short conversation with her to ask for help on the project. The next phrase is have an eye for something. Have an eye for something means to have a special ability to notice or appreciate something. She has an eye for fashion and always dresses beautifully. This means she can easily recognize or choose fashionable clothes. He has an eye for detail and never misses any mistakes. This means he is good at noticing small mistakes or things that others might miss. The artist had an eye for capturing the beauty of nature in her paintings. This means the artist had a special skill in creating beautiful images of nature. The next phrase is have heard of somebody. Have heard of somebody means to know about someone or be familiar with their name, but not necessarily know them personally. I have heard of the author, but I haven't read any of her books. This means I know the name of the author, but don't know much about her work. Have you heard of the new teacher in the school? This means, do you know about the new teacher, even if you haven't met them yet? I've heard of the scientist, but I didn't know she was so famous. This means I was familiar with her name, but I didn't realize she was widely known. The next phrase is have heard of something. Have heard of something means to know about something or to be aware of its existence. I've heard of that movie. It's supposed to be very good. This means I know about the movie and have heard it's popular. Have you heard of the new restaurant downtown? This means do you know about the restaurant even if you haven't been there? I've heard of the new technology, but I don't fully understand it. This means I know about the technology, but I'm not familiar with all the details. The next phrase is have nothing to do with somebody. Have nothing to do with somebody means to avoid someone or not be connected to them. I have nothing to do with her. We just happen to be in the same class. This means I am not involved with her and we don't have a personal connection. He has nothing to do with the company anymore after he resigned. This means he no longer has any involvement with the company. I told them I have nothing to do with the situation. This means I am not involved in or responsible for the situation. Her actions have nothing to do with me, so I'm not involved. This means I'm not responsible for or connected to her actions. The problem has nothing to do with the project. It's a separate issue. This means the problem is unrelated to the project. I have nothing to do with the decision, so I can't comment. This means I am not involved in making the decision. The next phrase is have somebody over. Have somebody over means to invite someone to your house for a visit or gathering. We are having some friends over for dinner tonight. This means we invited friends to come to our house and eat with us. She had her cousins over during the weekend. This means she invited her cousins to visit her at home over the weekend. Would you like to have me over for tea sometime? This means, do you want to invite me to your house for tea? The next phrase is have somebody round. Have somebody round means the same as have somebody over and is used in the same way. We're having the neighbors round for a barbecue this weekend. This means we invited the neighbors to our house for a barbecue. He had some colleagues round to discuss the project. This means he invited some of his coworkers to his house to talk about work. Would you like to have me round for coffee? This means, do you want to invite me to your house for coffee? The next phrase is have somebody to stay. Have somebody to stay means to invite someone to live or stay at your home for a period of time. We're having my parents to stay for the holidays. This means my parents will be staying at my house during the holiday period. He had his friend to stay for a few days while his house was being renovated. This means his friend stayed at his house for a short time because his own house was under construction. She had her cousin to stay during the summer vacation. This means her cousin stayed at her house for the summer break. The next phrase is have an open mind. Have an open mind means to be willing to listen to new ideas and consider them without judgment. You should have an open mind when you meet new people. This means you should be open to understanding others without forming quick judgments. She had an open mind about trying new foods from different cultures. This means she was willing to try and appreciate foods from other countries. Having an open mind helped him learn a lot from different perspectives. This means being open to new ideas allowed him to gain knowledge from various viewpoints. The next phrase is keep an open mind. Keep an open mind means to continue being open to new ideas and experiences. It's important to keep an open mind during discussions about new changes. This means you should stay receptive and not be quick to reject new ideas. He kept an open mind when his colleagues suggested different solutions to the problem. This means he was willing to listen to different suggestions and not shut any ideas down. Try to keep an open mind while traveling to different countries. This means be willing to accept and learn from the new experiences and cultures you encounter. The next phrase is have a part in something. Have a part in something means to be involved in or contribute to a particular activity or project. She had a part in organizing the event last weekend. This means she was involved in planning or managing the event. He had a part in designing the new website for the company. This means he contributed to creating the new website. Everyone has a part in making the project a success. This means everyone is involved in contributing to the success of the project. The next phrase is play a part in something. Play a part in something means to contribute or have an influence in something happening. The volunteers played a part in cleaning up the beach. This means the volunteers helped and contributed to the beach cleanup. She played a part in ensuring the team won the competition. This means she helped the team succeed and contributed to their victory. Education plays a big part in shaping a child's future. This means education has a strong influence on a child's development and future. The next phrase is head back. Head back means to return to where you came from or to go back to a previous location. We should head back home now. It's getting late. This means we should go back to our house because it is becoming late. After the meeting, I'll head back to the office. This means I will return to the office after the meeting is over. They decided to head back after their trip to the beach. This means they chose to return to their starting point after spending time at the beach. The next phrase is head down. Head down means to go or move in a downward direction. He headed down to the basement to get some tools. This means he went down to the basement to find tools. She headed down the stairs quickly to catch the bus. This means she moved quickly downstairs to make sure she didn't miss the bus. Let's head down to the park for a walk. This means let's go down to the park for a walk. The next phrase is head towards. Head towards means to move in the direction of something or someone. They are heading towards the city center for shopping. This means they are moving in the direction of the city center to go shopping. He headed towards the exit when the movie ended. This means he moved in the direction of the exit when the movie finished. We should head towards the restaurant. It's just a few blocks away. This means we should start moving in the direction of the restaurant. The next word is headquarters. Headquarters means the main office or center of operations for a business or organization. The company's headquarters is located in New York City. This means the main office of the company is in New York City. The military headquarters is where all the important decisions are made. This means the central place for military operations and decision-making. The charity's headquarters are in London, but it operates worldwide. This means the central office of the charity is in London, although it works globally. The next word is heal. Heal means to recover from an injury or illness, or to become better after suffering emotionally. Her broken arm will heal in a few weeks. This means her arm will recover and become healthy again after some time. Time will help him heal from the loss of his pet. This means time will help him emotionally recover from losing his pet. It took a long time for the wound to heal completely. This means the injury took a long time to recover and become healthy again.